Well, hello everyone. This is Malik from Malik's Mystical Magic and Intuitive Consultations. I am here today to drop a zodiac reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. I have Aquarius and Pisces next, and at that point, I would have completed all 12 zodiacs from yesterday to today. Basically, asking what is it that Most High want you to know at this time, okay? And I'll start off with a little astrology. As an astrologer, a tarot reader, a spiritual practitioner, a chakra healing stone, and oil jewelry creator, as well. I'm going to step into tarot just for a second, but I did the new moon in Taurus 2 days ago. And for you, Libra, okay, from an astrological standpoint, I kind of want to give you a little bit of what that is, okay? So, from an astrological standpoint, this new moon that came in Taurus, okay, the ruling planet is Venus, which is your ruling planet as well. That took place in your eighth house, okay? So this is kind of putting a spotlight on intimacy, shared resources, deep emotional bonds, and transformation. And this is serious, soul level. It's about what's underneath. So Libra, this is a moment of asking yourself, what are you truly tied to? You know, whether that's emotionally, financially, or spiritually. This can bring up things around trust, vulnerability, control, and even releasing attachments that are no longer in alignment with you, Libra. This is also about shared energy, what you're giving, what you're receiving, and whether it's balanced or is it draining, okay? So this new moon is pushing you to get real about what needs to transform so that you can move forward more lighter and more in alignment, Libra, okay? So let's go ahead and start with what's the tea, okay? We'll get the tea for you, Libra. We will also do a tarot spread using the Modern Witch Tarot deck, all right? And we'll close it off with Sacred Forest Oracle Message by Denise Lynn. So with that said, let's get into it. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, most high, ancient wisdom, ascended masters, ancient DNA, the universe, source, most high. I come to you and I ask you to step into the energy of Libra for their highest purpose. What is it that they need to know, Most High? Thank you. For those of you who don't know, I am a Libra, 7 planets in Libra. Libra Sun and Libra Rising, as well as a Life Path 7. So I'm not your normal Libra. Spirit tap in, Libra. Let's see. What is it that Spirit want Libra energy to know at this time? Let's get, what's the tea? While I take a sip of my tea. Hibiscus, blueberry, peach, that real Sicilian lemon juice from Costco, and agave nectar, I think. Anyway, Libra. We so social. I mean, we don't know how to shut up at times. I'm sorry, y'all. Libra, okay. We moving? Uh-oh. Moving with boxes, Libra. A romantic affair, sex, fix, secret lover. Here we go. Okay. A romantic love affair. Moving and romantic love affair. And then the next one is too busy winning. Who in the hell is this? Bottom of the deck is scarcity tactics. So you got you a fake on your hands. Somebody that front They were out here fronting. Scarcity tactics. Okay. So you got moving, romantic love affair, too busy winning. Bottom of the deck is scarcity tactics. In their head, spiritual hater. Hater hates on your spirituality, light and your magic and your power. Oh shit, this is getting a little too personal here. Hold on. Let's see here. Let me set all that to the side. Okay, let me breathe first because my antennas start thinking about really though. No. Okay, so Libra, sun, moon, rising. What I'm picking up here for you, baby, with the moving, the romantic affair, love affair that is. Too busy winning and scarcity tactics in their head, spiritual hater. Two different energies I'm picking up, okay? On one side, you got movement, either that's physically moving, transitioning, or shifting your environment. And tied to that is a romantic situation, that may not be fully out in the open. So something that could be private or not completely stable yet, okay? And then we have too busy winning. So Libra, this is you or someone around you that's focused on success, elevation, doing your thing, not really trying to be distracted. So it's like forward movement, personal focus, and then that emotional or that romantic situation trying to come into the picture. And why I always have to get this. Okay. And then the scarcity tactics here, it is somebody who operates from lack. This could be somebody who manipulates, withholds, or creates pressure, because they don't feel secure within themselves. And then we have in their head and spiritual hater. So Libra, this is someone who is thinking about you a lot, but not necessarily in a positive or a supportive way. There could be jealousy here. Someone could be triggered by your growth, your energy, your light, especially if you focus and you're moving forward. Okay. So what I'm picking up on is you're in a space of moving forward, possibly leveling up, focusing on yourself, doing your thing. And there's a romantic or an emotional situation that's tied into there. But there's also an energy around you that is not fully aligned. Someone who may feel threatened, insecure, or just not even on your level energetically. Damn, Libra. This doesn't mean chaos. It just means be aware, okay? Because everybody around you is not moving with the same intentions that you are. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what's really going on underneath this tea that then blew my mind. Okay. I want to see this spiritual hating through me. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, as a spiritualist, as a Libra, I'm listening. Okay, so Spirit, tap into the energy of Libra. What is it that Libra needs to know about this? What's the tea? I mean, goodness gracious, we about to find out. Spirit, tap into the energy of Libra. What is the tea? What is it that Most High want Libra energy to know? Sun, Moon, Rising, okay? What is it that Most High want Libra to know? I mean, look at her, yo. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody hating on you, your light, your gift, your magic, your power. Man, let me find me my roots. That's why I keep me an evil eye on me. Anyway, Spirit, this ain't about me. This is about Libra, but I'm a Libra too, so it could be. Anyway, Spirit, tap in Libra energy. What is it? What's the reading? What's the tea, Spirit? What is it? One thing about a Libra, we gonna find out. And I'm a life path 7, so I'm definitely gonna find out. I got Jupiter in my 3rd house, Saturn in my 9th house. So information station, okay? Anyway, we have here two of cups. Okay, Libra. Page of Wands, the Sun, 5 of Wands, the World, and the Lovers. This is a damn relationship. And I mean, what you expect, Libra, is about the others, partnerships. Okay, so I get it. I get it. Overall energy is 8 of Pentacles. And dang, there you go, Libra. This is your major arcana. At the bottom of the deck is Justice, King of Wands, 4 of Swords, and the High Priestess with the Ace of Cups. Now, isn't that cute? Okay, isn't that cute? Libra, Libra, Libra. Oh, okay, let's get into it. Okay, so Two of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Sun. Okay, Libra. Right off the bat, this is a connection, a relationship, mutual energy between you and somebody else. There is some attraction here. There is some communication. There is a spark with the Page of Wands. And with the Sun here, this is something that feels good. It's light, it's warm, it's positive, something that makes you feel seen, right? Okay, well, that's what Spirit is saying on the surface. Okay. But with the 5 of Wands, the World, and the Lovers here, with these cards here, the 5 of Wands, even though this connections feel good, there is some conflict, some tension, or some competition around it. This could be internal conflict or outside opinions or even other energies that are involved, okay? So Libra, this is not, completely peaceful. There is some friction here. I must say that, okay? In addition, I will say with the World being here, with the Lovers, this is a major relationship cycle. So the World is completion, a cycle closing or leveling up. And the Lovers is a choice, alignment, partnership, okay? So Libra, this is not just any connection. This is something that requires a decision. So either you're closing out a cycle and choosing something new, or you're elevating a connection to the next level. All right. And with the 8 of Pentacles being the overall energy here, okay, this is effort, work, investment, building something. So whatever this connection is, it's not just feeling, it's something that requires consistent effort to grow, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, somebody did something that they shouldn't have, okay? Justice is here, okay? And I would say justice is your energy. This is about truth, balance, and making the right decision. King of Wands is a strong attraction, a strong presence around you, okay? 4 of Swords is you're in pause and reflection mode. And the High Priestess, you already know this though, okay, Libra. And the Ace of Cups is there's a new emotional beginning, So this is you being asked to kind of slow down, all right? Slow down and listen to your intuition and choose what feels right, not what looks good, okay? Not what looks good, okay? Not what looks good. Now, I need to clarify this because, I'm a little irritated with your Libra's energy of someone external of you that's hating on your light, your magic, your power, whatever it is. Okay? Doesn't have to be spiritual in the sense of spirituality as what I'm doing, but it's still spiritual to hate It's non-spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Your magic, your power, your light is your spirituality, whether you believe it or not. I digress. Anyway, I'm looking at the dang gone bottom of the deck, and I am ready to go ahead and read this. This really kind of makes sense with what we saw, earlier here. But there's also that outside energy, that jealousy, that conflict, people watching, people feeling something uh, that they can't sit with. They feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And I will. This sound personal. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, everybody around this situation may not be fully aligned. Let me just say that, okay? So, what Spirit wants you to know off just the basis here is this connection has some potential, but it also comes with a decision. And you already know what that decision is, okay? So, let's go ahead and tap into this further by clarifying these cards and getting more details for you, Libra, okay? So, I will say take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Every Libra doesn't go through the same thing. I will say that, okay? Just trust what you feel, not just what you see, all right? So, Spirit, let's get into this. Clarify the Two of Wands. Two of Cups. Y'all, I told you, every video y'all gonna see me say something goofy. I am a comical person, I will say that, okay? Maybe share more about myself at a later point if I haven't already. But Two of Cups here is clarified by Five of Cups. Yep. Nine of Swords and Queen of Cups. Clarify the Page of Wands, Spirit. Why is that here for Libra? So with the Two of Cups clarified by the Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, and Queen of Cups, definitely looks like somebody is trying, grieving over the loss of the relationship. But Page of Wands here is clarified by everything is fine. Four of Wands and Five of Swords. The Sun here is clarified by, this card want to come out. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. You already know. Okay, clarify the Five of Wands. That's clarified by the Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Hermit. Clarify the World, Spirit. The World is clarified by Temperance, Page of Pentacles, and the Devil. Ooh. Clarify the Lovers. That's that hate. Ain't that crazy? Clarify the Lovers, Spirit. Lovers is clarified by King of Wands, Six of Cups, and Page of Swords. Coming back. And ain't letting go. Okay? Overall energy is Four of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Eight of Pentacles. I was looking at the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck when I said can't let go or ain't letting go. Eight of Pentacles, Spirit, as the overall energy. What is that? Eight of Pentacles. That's clarified by Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Wands with the Eight of Wands. So giddy up, here they come. Libra, Libra, Libra. There are a few Libras that I know, and I have two Libras in particular that this story is about off the rip, okay? So let's get into it. Two of Cups. Okay, Libra. Two of Cups that is being clarified, okay? And that is being clarified by the Five of Cups, okay? The Nine of Swords and the Queen of Cups, okay? Sorry, I could be a mess at times, but clarifying the Two of Cups with the Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups. So Libra, Libra, Libra. Everything started with the Two of Cups, okay? Connection, but there's grief here. Somebody is hurt. Somebody is up at night thinking about this, There are still some deep emotions. So Libra, this is not over emotionally. Even if something has ended in the physical sense, not emotionally, okay? Page of Wands is what we're clarifying, and we're clarifying that with everything is fine. Four of Wands and Five of Swords, okay? So we're clarifying that with the Page of Wands. I crack myself up at times, but okay, so what this is telling me is this is communication. This is a spark. This is reaching out. Okay, it's coming from a place of pretending everything is okay when they know that everything is not okay. All right, there may be a desire to come back into stability with you with the Four of Wands, but there is still some conflict or manipulation that's tied to it with the Five of Swords. So Libra, this is someone trying to re-enter, but not fully addressing what happened. All right. Now, with the Sun here that is being clarified, okay, I'm clarifying the Sun with the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, wifey material, and the High Priestess, okay? So when you have this combination, Libra, the truth is this was someone that you invested in, but now you're standing in your worth with the Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? And the High Priestess is saying you already know what this is. So you're not confused, Libra. You see it clearly now, okay? Of course, once the dust settles and you can look at it from behind the scenes, you can see it better. And then we got the Five of Wands, all right? Five of Wands clarified by the Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Hermit, okay? Page of Cups, and make sure that's a little visible here, okay? So what this is telling me is the conflict involved other energy with the Three of Pentacles. There may have been some emotional immaturity or some inconsistent emotional expression with the Page of Cups. And now you pull back with the Hermit. Okay, you didn't pull back. So this is conflict that led you to withdraw and reflect. Okay, and now we have the World. The World being clarified by Temperance, Page of Pentacles, and the Devil. Okay. So when you have the World being clarified by this energy here, okay, the World being clarified, this is telling me this is a cycle that has either closed or is trying to close, but there's still that attachment here with the Devil, okay? So this is something that requires balance and patience to fully release, okay? Because part of you or them is still tied into it, okay? That's the thing, literally when you look at it from that perspective, that Page of Pentacles, someone wanting to start, back over, anew from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But the attachment is strong, so you got to kind of fully release that and be patient so that you can get balanced. And when a Libra is not balanced, things are off. And anybody know a Libra? Now we have the Lovers, clarified by the King of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so we're clarifying the Lovers. Okay, Libra. So what this is telling me is that this is a very strong connection, okay? And someone is watching, they're thinking, and they want to reconnect with this Page of Swords. There is some history with the Six of Cups, some strong attraction here with the King of Wands. So Libra, this is someone from your past that ain't letting go, baby, okay? Now, the overall energy here is the Eight of Pentacles. That is clarified by the Knight of Cups. Here they come. And why is my app open? Okay, the Knight of Cups. Y'all just saw her, right? Okay, that's okay. That's her, not me. Anyway, the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Come back. Okay, so this is the overall energy, Libra, okay? And what this is saying, this is about effort and investment, okay? There's emotional energy that's coming in with the Knight of Cups, a desire for balance, okay? Reciprocate, give and take, balance with the Six of Pentacles, okay? But you and your independence with your Nine of Pentacles energy here. So Libra, this is someone wanting to work on something while you're standing in your own space. Okay, and so at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands here, okay, is guarded energy, wish fulfillment, commitment, okay? But then inconsistent action with the Nine of Cups and fast movement or communication with the Eight of Wands, all right? So Libra, somebody's coming in, girl. I mean, guy, king, queen. They coming in fast too on the horse. Okay, they coming in real fast. See? They coming in. All right. They're coming in, but there's some consistency that could potentially still be questionable for you. Okay. You're really going to have to watch the actions and not the words if you are going to give this another go around. But the bond between you two is mutual. It's still there, and they're coming back. Okay. So what Spirit wants you to know is this connection is not dead emotionally, but it hasn't been fully resolved either. Okay. So someone is coming back, and they're going to try to, start over. All right. But the question is, are you aware, thinking, are they coming back correct? And only time will tell. All right. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's go ahead and wrap this up with the Sacred Forest Oracle message. Spirit, tap into the energy of Libra. What is it that Libra needs to know, okay, about this reading, this love reading we just did for you, Libra? What is it that Libra wants you to, what is it that Spirit wants Libra to know at this time? Thank you. Okay, Libra, we have here Spirit Guardian of Spring activation, which is what is going on now. That is a 36, breaks down to a 9. Awesome. And then we have the Guardians of the Land, protection. Okay, so this is 21, breaks down to a 3. Okay, Libra, I like all of this. I mean, well, this is sacred forest, so everything is forestry, so I love forestry, but look at all of that. That is so beautiful. Okay, so starting with this one here, because this one is spirit guardian of spring activation, and we know that that is the beginning of the astrological zodiac sign. Starts off with Aries. We know that's the spring equinox. We know that's when new things start to grow and new beginnings, So 2 days ago, we just had a new moon in Taurus, Earth. Okay, so I mean, I could take this multiple ways, but what I'm picking up here with this spirit guardian of the spring activation, okay, this is powerful because this is telling me that things are not just sitting still anymore. This situation, it is being activated, okay? The energy is moving with the Eight of Wands. Things are kind of coming to the surface. Actions are being taken, whether by you or the other person, okay? And that 36 breaks down to a 9. So this is completion, okay? So Libra, something is coming full circle, whether that is a cycle wrapping up so that something new can begin, okay? But you've got to recognize what's ending first. All right. Now, this other one here is the guardian of the land protection, which is powerful because that breaks down to a 3. Okay. And so this is support, alignment, spiritual backing. Okay. Libra, you are protected in this situation. Even if things feel uncertain, even if someone is trying to come back, even if emotions are involved, you're not navigating this alone. Okay. Oh, wow. So, everything we just saw in this reading, the connection, the past, the person trying to come back, the emotions, the confusion, it's all part of a cycle that is now being activated so that it could close properly. Okay? And Spirit is making sure that you, Libra, are protected while you move through it. Okay? So, Libra, this is your moment to stay grounded, trust your intuition, and move with awareness. Okay? Now, the reason why I say that, because not everything that kind of comes back is meant to stay. So when it comes back, make sure that the actions match the words, and that's when you know it's in alignment. Okay? Libras, until next time, love and light.